What's up, everybody? We're gonna wait on some people to jump on here. But for those of you that are watching on playback, welcome to Fight On. We're a channel that's all about positivity, motivation, encouragement, teaching people a higher level of mindset so that you can succeed in any realm of life. No matter what level you're at, whether you're starting out in something or you've been going through something or you're just trying to progress to an elite level. It's the Fight On mindset that will get you there. So not only that, tell my life story. I'd like to chop it up with you guys. So we're on here for 5 minutes. We're going to do a live Q&A. Scott Morian, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? Good to see you on here. I got a few people on. Go ahead and start dropping your questions, man. I've been super busy today. Snowman, what's happening, brother? We've been working on our house today. Got a little bit of work done. Not nearly as much as I would like to, because we are going to put this house on Airbnb. I've been talking to you guys about it. It's coming up, so we got to get everything done to have it in order and then get ready to bounce up out of here. Bounce back, B. What up, the big dog? How you doing, underdog? Underdog dude. I like that. That's cool, man. You guys ever heard of a guy named Zachary Babcock? He's got a channel. He's got a podcast called The Underdog Empowerment. He got a pretty cool story too. Went to prison, did some time, and got out, got into like network marketing, got into speaking, and eventually he got into doing podcast. And somebody plugged him on how to actually make your podcast go to the top 100 of Apple Podcasts like within a week. And he built that into a business now. So that basically he teaches people how to build their podcast, build a get clients or, people, guests. He's got all the high powered guests too, like big names. So yeah, Zach Bob. It reminded me when I just seen Underdog Dude on here. So that's why I was telling you guys. Underdog Dude said I did 4 years, 5 months, USMC, Marine Corps. Yeah. All right, nice. She did too. She's in there hiding. Let me see. Where's she at? Over there. She's hiding from the camera though. But it's my wife. She was in the Marines as well. She did, I think 8 years total, but a few of those, I don't know how many, was I don't know what you call it, reserve maybe or something. Not full. I don't know the terminology for it, man. Anyways, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, service. Thank you for your service. Definitely appreciate it. If you guys got any questions, I said every single day for 30 days straight, we're doing a live. And we're on probably day 20, somewhere right around there. And just getting ready to get our house in order so we can Airbnb it, get out of here. And my grandma was in the 1st Women's Air Force. Damn, that's dope, man. No shit. That's fire. Anybody that's new on here, man, I'm doing a giveaway on this bike. 2007 Harley Davidson Road King, fully custom. It's kind of dark outside right now. I'm gonna flick my light on. Dave Graziano, what's up, brother? We are on here live right now, showing everybody the bike. For any of the new people that's on here, we're doing a giveaway on this bike. It's a 2007 fully custom Harley Davidson Road King. There ain't nothing untouched on this bike. Everything is custom. Beautiful bike, badass bike. If you want to enter to win, go to my website, FYTON, FYTON.org. You can get you an entry. You either get a t-shirt or mindset mastery course, and might make your hair look like mine. Like crazy, man. You got a lion tee? Yeah, congrats. I know, I seen that. Thank you, man. I appreciate you jumping on. That gave you an entry. As many, so people have asked too. I had somebody message me last night. Bryan, he jumps on here all the time. He said, man, if I order another course, does that give me another entry? So basically, if you you get a course, that's an entry. If you get a t-shirt, that's an entry. If you get 5 t-shirts, that's 5 separate entries to win. Course, t-shirt, same exact price. So it doesn't matter. You can enter as many times as you want to win the bike. There's only 600 total entries available. So when they run out, they run out. But yeah, you can get as many as you want. My wife designed this shirt right here. Let me show you guys. So it says authentic rise and grind. And then on the bottom it says fight on. She designed that one. She designed all of them except for the lion. The one that has the lion like mane and it's got words all in it. That's a cool t-shirt too. I paid somebody to design that one. But my wife designed the rest of them. That's the one I want next. Yeah, this is a dope shirt right here, man. I like this one. I wear it a lot. I just got the black one. I got a blue one and a black one. So, got a question for you guys. Nobody dropping me no questions. Listen, man. I got on here late today. Not a lot of people on here right now. But, you guys know that I talk about, like, I bought some rental houses. I'm trying to get into Airbnb. I'm going to Airbnb this house. If I do any of my property, any of the properties I'm doing, like Airbnb here, if I turn it into videos, anybody interested in watching that? As far as like setting this up as an Airbnb, showing you how much money I'm going to make off of it, any properties that I might buy in the future. We're actually talking about a house today. However, that's going to take my attention away from YouTube right now. I'm trying to buy another house today. I'm waiting until I grow the channel some more before we jump into some more, like trying to buy another place. However, we have this place. Before we leave, I'd like to make video and show you guys the whole house, show you guys the difference. Like if I was to rent the house right now, we'd get about $4,000 a month, about $36,000 per year. It's pretty good. It's a good positive cash flow. However, in where I'm at, if you take that same house, this house, and go from rental market, long-term rental, to short-term rental, which is Airbnb, where people are staying every 2-3 days or staying for 2-3 days at a time. Some people are staying for 4 or 5 days. Depends on the season, right? You go from $36,000, which is $4,000 a month, to over $109,000. Now you got fees with that. You got like hotel tax. You got to pay a property management because we're not going to be here locally. Even after paying all of that, we're still like double the regular rent. So it's actually pretty good, man. Actually really dope. Scott said, yeah, show us. Yeah, definitely, man. I'm trying to invest in real estate, but have no idea how to do it. There's really a well, you got to do a lot of homework. Rotten Apple News, what's up, brother? Gonna go out and try and get some entries bought. I'm gonna buy a drink for whoever gets an entry. Said they pay $5+ for one. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, I appreciate that, man. That's pretty cool. That's nice. So listen, real quick, because my wife's actually making dinner. I just had to jump on here because I told you guys every single day for 30 days straight, there's a lot, right? When people typically think of getting into real estate, they're looking at like their credit and the capital that they have, their job, whether or not they're able to get financed. They're looking at the typical issues, but the way you get into real estate is not through the typical venture going that way, that route. You do it as a business, right? This is a way long process, but I could kind of tell you. So basically, let's say this, you find a house for 100 grand. You got to have 20% of the money to put down on it, which would be $20,000, right? But you're looking for a distressed property. When you find that property, before you go through any of the paperwork, try to get the money for it, any of that, when you find the property, you immediately do your homework. Like, what would be the after repair value of this house? Would it be sufficient to put like $40,000, $50,000 in it? Then increase the house. So if you're at it 150, would the house now be worth 220 after repair value, right? And then if it is, you can get, and then you got to look at the rental market too. So you're looking at the rental market in that like zip code or within a mile radius of where that house is for the, close square feet, the amount of bedrooms, amount of bathrooms, something real similar, right? And you want to see once you put a 30-year mortgage on this house, because initially you're just getting a short-term loan that's 80% of the house value. You put 20% into it. And then whatever the rehab cost is, they're going to fund you 100% of that cost. So you're not putting the rehab money in it. They're going to give you that on top of the 80%. Then you go and you rehab it. As soon as you rehab it, you put it up for rent. As soon as you put it up for rent, you get a couple of months of rent coming back in. You go back to the same people or whatever company you want to go to, and you get a 30-year loan, a 30-year mortgage on that house at about 85% of the new value, right? And so what happens is, if say the house is now worth 220, 230, somewhere around there, let's just say it's worth 250. If it's worth 250 and you can get an 85% value of that on a 30-year mortgage, you're down to somewhere around what, 212, I think it is. So now what you've done, you had 150 in it because you buy it at 100, you put 50 in it to rehab it. Now you're at a positive of $62,000 after you pay back the initial, the $50,000 rehab. You just got your 20% back and another 60,000 on top of that. And now somebody else is renting the house and paying the mortgage for you. You take the money and you keep doing it over and over. Sometimes you're not going to make 20, 50, 60,000 on that refinance. You might make 6, 7, 8,000. Sometimes you might break even. It really depends on how much homework you do. It depends on what happens in the market in the next few months. So there's a bunch of variables, but the trick is the 20%, not your credit, not your job history, because it's not going on that. You're going to get a hard money loan. 20% of the house value, 20% of the house cost. That's where it's at. That's like building long-term wealth. Long-term wealth. You're not looking to take the house and flip it and resell it immediately. You're looking for long-term like value in the house. You're trying to keep the house, increase the value by doing the rehab, put it up for rent. That's where the money's at, man. So and that's what I'm into and going to be getting into more and more, even while I'm doing my YouTube. But I'm thinking, like, would you guys even watch those type of videos? If I'm showing you a property, if I'm showing this property that I'm going to be putting on Airbnb, building out some Airbnbs, who would want to see them type of videos? Where do you get hard money? And you know, if email me, man, you got my email. It's Bryan, BRYAN at FYTON.org. Bryan at FYTON.org. We'll talk about it, man. Because I'm actually about to run inside and eat dinner. David Graziano said, yeah, me. Rotten Apple News said, I watched Tiny Home on YouTube already. So yeah, hell yeah, that's dope, man. I want to see those videos for sure. That's why I was telling my wife, I was like, I know these will make good videos. You know, because I'm still figuring out, like, I'm going to be on YouTube, but figuring out, right, like, what is the most comfortable? What do I enjoy the most telling you guys about? Like, originally I started doing my YouTube so I could tell my prison stories, right? However, that shit gets fucking old just talking about prison stories every day. I am going to do a series about being in solitary confinement, a much more in-depth one, more cinematic one that gives you guys a feeling of being in solitary confinement. And then I'm going to do the one about my escape while I went to prison. I'm going to do all of my stuff like that was on Fresh Out. I'm going to do that again, put it back on for you guys. But not sure about all the prison stories all the time. The other thing that I'm probably going to do is, I'm sorry, I'm trying to read the comments. Life of Baltimore through my eyes. Dan, what up, my guy? I ain't seen you on YouTube in a while. What's up, Florida guy? What up, homie? How you guys doing up in here? I appreciate everybody jumping on. What's your opinion on the storage unit? Beautiful. If you can get into storage units, I was at a storage unit today. They're doing about 70, 80,000 a month in revenue. Their occupancy rate is like 92. He printed out, the manager printed the printout and showed me. Their occupancy rate is a little over 92% all the time. All the time. You're not dealing with somebody tearing up your house. You don't have plumbing issues, electrical issues. You get somebody that crashes into the door every now and then. No big deal. Bro, rental storage, big, big money. Even outside rental storage. I think we were talking about it on here yesterday. Really, really good idea, man. Again, do your homework. Prison genre is played out. You're doing the right thing in my honest opinion. Appreciate you, brother. Life of Baltimore through my eyes. Miss your channel, bro. Love your channel. Appreciate you, brother. Greatly appreciate that, man. Big smile. What up, homie? You should put yourself in solitary for a week in your house or something. So I have a room here at the house before we do the Airbnb. It's got like a black wall, a couple of black walls in it. And I'm going to do the solitary confinement. I even got the orange jumpsuit. I'm going to do the solitary confinement in that. This is like my office area. I'm going to do that series before we get out of the house for sure. That's coming up. I'm going to do the escape videos before we leave. I like your solitary confinement and going through it again. Yeah, I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna make it much more cinematic. We learned a lot about editing videos. We've been spending a lot of time, my wife and I, about recording, about cinematic stuff, and not what I've just been putting on here, because mostly right now I've been doing lives, but we've been doing a lot of studying. So it's definitely gonna be more cinematic, man, for sure. Switching it up here and there is good. Yeah, heard that. Go get it for sure. Good. We love channel, bro. Appreciate you, man. Let's talk about the storage units. Let's do that. Listen, man, they're a little bit more difficult to get into. It's a lot more overhead, You really got to check the competition. There's some places like here in San Diego that support these people. Got 1,000 units at this place. Right next door, there's another 1,000 unit complex, and both of them are full. But there's a lot of people here. There's over 3 million people here. So it depends on like the geographics, where you're at. But even out in the country, if there's not one around, people will store their shit there. So it really just depends on where you're at, how many are already there, how much the property cost. To build them out, it's expensive, but it depends on your capital. If you got the capital to do it, you can't go wrong with it. If the community will support it, you know what I mean? If there's enough people there to support it. So storage units, great way to go, man. Even starting out doing just like boat storage, truck storage, where people can bring their vehicles, their toys, their trucks, their boats, RVs, stuff like that, man. You got a real prisoner outfit? And I got one, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to just wear this one I got, and after that, I'm going to get rid of it. I don't want a real one. Scott Purvis, what up, brother? Keep doing different shows, give us variety. Hey, I hear that, man. Thank you, brother. I tell people to put a mattress in the tub of a regular sized bathroom. 2 days, people were going nuts. I did 3 separate 3-week bids in this shoe. It's funny. I tell people when they ask about being in solitary confinement, Brittany, what's up? I appreciate you. Damn right. Fight on. Fuck your thoughts of negativity. That shit carries you a long ways in life. If you're literally trying to succeed at any venture in life, I don't care if it's your career, if you're new at some type of career and you're trying to become better and better at it, if you're trying to succeed in your relationship, just with friends, family, life, financially, it doesn't matter. The FYTON Mindset Mastery course, and I'm going to be revamping that course here really soon to where it's more interactive. It's going to be more video oriented. I'm going to be explaining the modules, going through the modules with the people. It's going to be dope for sure. But that course is really nice for sure. So I tell people, Rotten Apple News, get rid of your phone. Go sit your ass in the bathroom. Don't have no electronic devices with you. Shut the door. Your bathroom's nice, by the way. Most bathrooms. All bathrooms are nicer than solitary confinement in prison. Anyway, shut the door. Let somebody bring your food and slide it under the door to you. Cut off all communication. In just a little while, you're gonna be like, hey, let me up out of here. So, and solitary confinement is much worse than the damn bathroom in the house, man. Scott said he did 3 years on CM1 before Osterbach. Hey, Osterbach's a beast, man. A lot of people don't know who he is. I know motivation, but how does one become so motivated even if you have money? It's here. Things don't motivate you, right? People get it confused, and really, what is motivation, right? Motivation, you can get yourself motivated through your mindset. You're telling yourself shit. You're like, yeah, I'm motivated. Yeah. But what fuels your motivation, right? Because if you don't know what truly fuels it, if you're not clear on why you're motivated and what you want to be motivated for and what you're going to be motivated toward, if you don't have clarity for that, if you don't have purpose, if you don't have direct, I know where I'm going, I know why I'm motivated. Because if you're motivated, you're trying to do something, right? You're not laying in bed motivated. Well, unless you might be motivated. Depends on who's in there with you. But even that's short term. So motivation is just it's all about your mindset, right? You can have all the money in the world, not ever be motivated, not ever be happy, be a miserable person. It all comes back to mindset. There's one thing that everybody is after, and it's happiness. And that comes from your mindset. It's not the shit that's around you. It isn't your toys. It isn't your house. It isn't your spouse. It isn't anything else except your mindset. You're the only person that can make yourself happy. People get that confused too. Oh, my, this, that makes me, no. You choose to be happy, 100%. And nobody else is responsible for your happiness. Rotten Apple News said, gonna keep them. My bro made the shorts from, oh, let me see what he said back there. He said, I got a pair of shorts and t-shirt from the joint. Hi, man. David Graziano, should I finish my course or wait for the new one? Definitely finish it when the new one comes out. Well, you know what I'll do for anybody? This is, y'all hold me to this. When I rebuild the course, revamp it, because it took me a while to put it together. I'm learning about course building, right? But now that I'm learning more, and I'm gonna put it in a different format where it has video. Anybody that already has the course between like today and then the time that I build the new one, when I build the new one, it's gonna be the same material, but in a better format. When I build the new one, I'll send you the new one on the house, on me. Hold me to it. All you gotta do is remind me. Because anybody that orders the course right now, it's stored in the back end of my website. So I have everybody's information. So I know if you ordered it, and you tell me you ordered it and you're like, hey bro, listen, I ordered the other one. Can you send me the new one? Yeah, I got you, no problem. But so with that, David, I would say, keep reading, brother. Don't wait. It may take me a little while to actually finish the new format. Don't wait on it. It's life-changing, man. Just go through it. I mean, you can go through that course multiple times reading it. You're going to get a different understanding every single time that you read it. And you know, you might not read the whole course. Maybe you get bits and pieces here, bits and pieces there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but definitely don't put it aside. And, you know, before we get off here, what do you think about what you read so far? Brandon said, respect, Bryan. Always inspired listening to you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Rotten Apple News, he said, he slip games me as a parole day going away present. Oh, no. David Graziano said, gotcha. All right, yeah, brother, for sure. Scott Moran, he just said he knew I ordered the Lion t-shirt. David Graziano said, yeah, man. Definitely keep digging into the course. And again, tell us real quick, man, what do you think about what you have read so far? I've gotten messages back. I've been getting feedback from people. And every single person has been like, bro, at some point, I mean, I woke up to a message the other day. This was the best $35 that I have spent. Honestly, the course is fucking worth way more than $35. I'm doing it just because I want to give back to you guys. I'm trying to help build this channel through a give back. And so tell me what you think about it, man. Dream Thread. How do you build your traps? That's funny. I was doing traps in the gym today. Here, good question, man. I'm glad you asked that because I like fitness. Y'all want to see how to build some traps? Let me, hold on, I got to push this light up. That's a real good question, man. This is a good way to build the traps. If you got a gym, well, most people ain't got a gym at the house. But if you go to the gym, they got this machine. It's a Smith machine. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. But Smith machine is really good for building traps. You can do it at a shoulder grip, a little wider grip, and then a wide grip. But you want to get it, and then get your back tight. Just hit it up. That's one of my favorite trap building ones. There's that. You want to see a push-up for traps? I'm gonna show you guys this one. Let me see. Let me get this bench. Here's a good one right here. So it's funny. People don't realize you can build traps doing push-ups, right? Let me show you guys. Let's see. So check it out. When you're doing push-ups, typically you just go down and you keep your head straight. But if you tilt your head back a little bit and you squeeze your traps right here, so look, you squeeze right here. When you do your push-ups, you keep squeezing. burning them traps. That right there to get the traps lit. Both of them exercises are really good. I do dumbbell shrugs, but yeah, for my size, I usually have pretty good traps, man. And honestly, mostly it was in prison doing push-ups, where when I'm pushing up, I got my traps pushed like that. So yeah, man, it's you see people doing like dumbbell shrugs a lot. I don't see them doing like on that Smith machine, the shrugs like this, or like upright rows. Upright rows are really good too, man. How tall will I be? 5'10". 5'10", man. I weigh like 180 right now. The most I got to is like 198. I don't know if I'll be able to get that. That was like extreme working out. That was I ain't been in the 190 in a while, especially 198. I'll make you a good fishing line when you slide under the door. Oh, Scott Purvis, tell him how to make the fishing line. Under the door like this. Who knows about that? Who knows about a fishing line? Hey, is it time to eat? Is it time to eat? Oh. Man, I got to go. It is time to eat. My wife's sitting there looking like a fish out of water. Like, what the hell are you doing out here? So I appreciate you guys, man. Love everybody for being on here. Mad respect to you guys. If you haven't done it already, go get your entry to win the bike at FYTON.org. Anything on the site, t-shirt, mindset course, gives you an entry to win the bike. I'm gonna jump back on here tomorrow. Where can I purchase your course? Purchase your course, it takes me to movie star, body, and Greek. Really? No, you're tapping in the wrong thing, man. FYTON.org. FYTON.org. The thing doesn't let me type on here right now when I'm on a live. Ben Casey that he knows fishing line in and out. Try it right now and let me know. FYTON.org. For whatever reason, it doesn't let me type into the chat, which is pretty weird, man. Okay, fix your links on YouTube. My YouTube links are fucked up. Damn. All right. I appreciate it, Brandon. I'll go check that out right now. I'm going to go catch dinner, and I'll check it right now. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for correcting me on that. I appreciate you. Man, you guys have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.